A nebulizer is built to help you breathe, but used the wrong way, it can also introduce hidden risks right beside your bed. A nebulizer turns liquid medicine into a fine aerosol mist, making it easier to inhale medication deep into the lungs during asthma or COPD treatment. For people like Daniel, a home nebulizer can feel essential when breathing tightens, and every staircase or small exertion leaves the chest working harder. Pulmonologists emphasize that the issue is rarely panic. It is proper technique, consistent cleaning, and understanding how to use the device safely. One of the biggest risks begins with cleaning. A well-maintained nebulizer is very different from one left damp, neglected, and contaminated. When moisture stays trapped inside the tubing or medicine cup, bacteria and other microorganisms may begin multiplying where medication should stay clean. In many homes, the mistake looks harmless. A quick rinse, parts left assembled, and damp equipment sitting out without fully drying. Elena notices the damp parts near the sink and immediately sees what Daniel missed. Small shortcuts can create real risks over time. If contaminated mist is inhaled, those germs do not stay on the device. They can travel directly into already sensitive airways. The machine itself is usually not the problem. Trouble comes from poor hygiene, which can contribute to irritation, infection, or worsening respiratory symptoms. Used correctly, nebulizers are widely considered safe. The key is following instructions closely, keeping parts clean, and respecting the treatment plan. Safety is not only about cleanliness. The medication inside the nebulizer also matters, especially when dosing, timing, or drug selection are misunderstood. Some nebulized medications can bring side effects, including throat irritation, mood changes, or blood pressure concerns, depending on the drug and dose. When symptoms feel unsettling, it can be tempting to take another treatment early. That decision may come from anxiety, not medical guidance. Prescribed intervals protect both the lungs and the rest of the body. Using too much medication can create side effects and make symptoms harder to judge. Let's follow the instructions exactly. Safe treatment usually starts with the basics, not guesses. Yeah, reading it now feels smarter than assuming I already know. After each treatment, take the cup apart completely. Separate each piece so every surface can be cleaned the right way. Wash each part exactly as the manufacturer directs, then prepare the approved disinfecting method for that specific device. After washing, let every piece dry fully on a clean towel. Moisture left behind can allow germs to return. Wash hands, measure medication carefully, clean after every use, disinfect as directed, replace worn parts on schedule. I didn't realize worn tubing and an old mask could matter this much. These replacements look long overdue. Cracks, residue, and damaged seals can reduce performance and make proper hygiene harder. Maintenance is part of safe treatment. Nebulizers remain an accepted treatment option for many patients when used as part of a supervised respiratory care plan. Here's your updated plan. Medication names, exact timing, and warning signs that mean call us right away. That makes it much easier to follow without second guessing. I'm keeping everything here now, clean, dry, and away from the sink, so I don't cut corners again. If the checklist is easy to see, it's easier to stay consistent. That's what keeps home care realistic. Online warnings often blur facts and fear, claiming nebulizers directly cause lasting lung damage without needed medical context. The evidence is clear. Nebulizers can be effective and safe. The real risk rises when instructions are ignored or treatment is improvised. Taking a minute to do it right feels a lot better than rushing and wondering if I made things worse. Some patients need closer guidance, especially with complex conditions, repeated infections, or changing symptoms that increase individual risk. Daniel stops, checks his action plan, and calls his care team. When dosing or symptoms are unclear, pausing is often the safer decision. Dr. Chen explains that no nebulizer is automatically safest. The real difference comes from prescribed medication, correct technique, regular cleaning, and proper maintenance. Wash hands, measure carefully, fit the mask well, clean after every treatment, Safe nebulizer use is a routine, not a guess. This is the mistake to remember. Moisture left in uncleaned parts can invite contamination, and that risk can travel straight into the lungs. With a clear routine in place, Daniel and Elena no longer treat nebulizer care like a crisis. It becomes one more manageable part of home health. Dr. Chen's takeaway is simple. Nebulizers are not inherently dangerous, but careless use can create preventable problems. Clean, disinfect, dry, dose correctly, replace worn parts. Ask your doctor. These are the habits that keep treatment effective and risk lower. A safe setup does not have to be complicated. Clear instructions, organized supplies, and consistent habits can make home treatment feel controlled and confident. Are nebulizers putting your health at risk? Usually not. The real danger appears when hygiene, medication guidance, or usage instructions are ignored. Daniel puts the fully dried equipment away correctly. The small act matters because prevention often looks like a routine completed all the way. Take a moment to assess your own routine. Are you really cleaning, disinfecting, drying, and replacing parts as completely as you think? Thanks for watching. Leave your questions in the comments and subscribe for more evidence-based health guidance you can use with confidence.